So it is playoff time with the 119-win Toronto Blue Jays. It's finally time. We went, 8 episodes here with this March to October series before we finally get to the playoffs, and in our first round matchup here in the ALDS. Reminder, it's still the old playoff format from last year, but in the ALDS in the first round, we will be taking on the winners of the wild card game in the Seattle Mariners. They took down the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, and here we are for game 1 here at Rogers Center for Blue Jays and Mariners. And folks, if you haven't yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for some more LMB22 The Show here on the channel. We are officially on the road to 10,000 subscribers, so hit that subscribe button down below. Let's get to 10K as soon as possible, as again we get through this March to October series with the Jays taking on the Mariners in this first round. And honestly, I don't think we should have too many problems with the Mariners. I mean, they just threw Robbie Ray in that game against the Angels, so we won't see him at least until game 3, maybe even later if we get there. And again, we really haven't had too many problems at all playing on All-Star with this Blue Jays squad. If I had to redo this entire thing, honestly, I probably would have played this thing on Hall of Fame, but here we are, can't change it now. So Mariners and Blue Jays, let's get things going. So Alek Manoah, who is like 28-1 with his regular season record this year, who probably should have won the Cy Young. I don't think we get to see the awards in March to October, but he had a tremendous season. He's pitching in this game. He'll get the first out right there. That fly out to George Springer. Jared Kelenic now comes up on the 1-1 count, and that ball again will go back to George Springer in center field. 2 gone now in the top of the 7th for Manoah. Now up for the Mariners will be the 8-hole spot. It will be Eugenio Suarez, the former Cincinnati Red. Suarez on the ground. Vladdy over to Manoah, and that'll do it for the top of the 7th. We now move to the bottom of the 7th inning. Up for the Jays will be Teoscar Hernandez. Logan Gilbert pitching for the Mariners, and Hernandez gonna rip one down the left field line. That ball will get through, and Teoscar Hernandez will be on with a leadoff single. He's gonna try to stretch this one into a double, and he's got it. Teoscar Hernandez with a leadoff double for the Jays. Now up for Toronto is Lourdes Gurriel Jr. on the 0-1 count. Ball's hit back up the middle. What a stab, though, by Logan Gilbert. Wow. I mean, saving a run right there for Seattle, making sure Gurriel doesn't get on base, that's huge. Matt Chapman, though, comes up on the 0-1 count. Chapman up the middle. That ball gets through Seattle with infield in, and Matt Chapman will drive in a run. So Toronto now goes up by 2 at 3-1. And out of the plate will be Andrew McCutchen on the 1-0, the former NL MVP. Gonna hit one to right field. That ball will get over the second baseman's head, and we're gonna be running all day now with Matt Chapman. Hustling to second, and maybe for 3 is Andrew McCutchen. Chapman to the plate. Can he get in there? Oh, they throw to third. McCutchen's in there as well. It's an RBI triple for Andrew McCutchen, putting the Blue Jays up 4-1. Huge hitting right there by Andrew McCutchen. Kevin Biggio comes up on the 0. By the way, my Wi-Fi went out when I was doing this, so that's why you see that in the top right. But anyway, Biggio is going to drive in a run. Kevin Biggio is going to make it a 5-1 game, of course, with Andrew McCutchen scoring. So huge play right there for Toronto. As we go to the top of the 8th inning, Harry Ford up for Seattle. Alek Manoah still pitching for the Jays. That'll be the first out the inning right there on the comebacker to him. Adam Frazier now comes up on the 1-2. There will be strike 3. Manoah's got him looking on the slider away. 103 pitches for Manoah. He's got 6 strikeouts and a look to put away JP Crawford here. Pitch number 107. It's going to be a line out into center field to George Springer as we now move. Toronto's up by 4 to the bottom of the 8th. Vladimir Guerrero going to get a shot in the 1-2. He'll strike out though on the slider. So that does it for the 8th inning. Coming out to try to shut things down now in the 9th will be Jordan Romano. Not a save situation, but still our closer last season or this season with the ERA of 2.14. Just trying to hold things down right now for Toronto's Jesse Winker comes up first in the 1-2, and that's not what I wanted to happen. Okay, so it's a 3-run game, not a save situation now for Romano anyways, because you can't pitch yourself into a save situation, but Winker's gonna hit that bomb into right field. It's 5-2 as Kyle Lewis now comes up in the 0-1, and Lewis is gonna hit one to left field. Seattle with back-to-back hits over Romano. Lewis is on first now. To the plate is going to be Mitch Haniger. He's gonna walk. Tying run to the plate, it's Ty France in the 0-2, swing and a miss. Romano's got him on the slider. 1 gone now in the inning for Jared Kelenic. Kelenic on the ground, Vladdy, over to short to Bichette. Bichette back to Guerrero. They turn 2, and that's gonna do it. So Jordan Romano pitches himself out the jam. The Toronto Blue Jays are going to win this one here against the Seattle Mariners in game 1 of the ALDS by a score of 5-2. Getting this 1-0 lead here to start off the series. We will now look to game number 2 as the series is still in Toronto. The Mariners, though, up 2-1 as we will head to the plate with Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Teoscar Hernandez will be on first. Chris Flexen is pitching for the Mariners. 0-0 count to Gurriel. Ball's hit on the ground. That ball is going to get through. Runners on first and second just like that for Toronto here in the bottom of the 6th. Matt Chapman up on the 0-2. That ball's going to get away from the catcher. We're going to send runners to second and third. Huge opportunity now for the Jays as Matt Chapman's got a big opportunity again to drive in 2 runs and take the lead. Chapman's going to line one into center field. No outs in the inning. We're tagging, of course. We should be in there easy. Kyle Lewis will make the play in center field, but it won't matter as the Blue Jays are going to tie this game up at 2-2. And of course, now we got a runner on third. It will be Lourdes Gurriel Jr. as Andrew McCutcheon's up on the 0-0. McCutcheon on the ground. That ball will get through, and it's an RBI single for the Blue Jays as Toronto goes up 3-2 off the big hit right there by clutch Andrew McCutcheon. Danny Jansen, our catcher now with 2 outs in the inning on the empty count. Flexen deals Jansen on the ground straight to the third baseman for Seattle. That'll do it for the inning, but again, Toronto takes the lead. They're up by 1 by a score of 3-2, and now up to the plate for the Mariners will be Jared Kelenic. Jose Barrios, by the way, pitching, and he's going to get Kelenic to strike out right there on the slurve away. Eugenio Suarez now up on the 1-1 count. The third baseman going to hit one to left field. Lourdes Gurriel Jr. is charging, and Gurriel is not going to be there in time, so Suarez is going to be on it with a 1-out double for Seattle. Of course, there's the tying run for the Mariners. Can they drive him in though? Harry Ford's up on the 1-0 count. He'll hit one right back to the mound. Barrios over to first to Guerrero, just like that. 2 gone in the inning. Last hope in the top of the 7th for Seattle will be Adam Frazier, but he'll hit one right back to Barrios as well. Easy way for Toronto. They're still up by 1 as we now go to the bottom of the 7th. Flexen gets the first 2 outs of the inning. Guerrero now comes up on the 0-0, hitting one straight into the shift. Eugenio Suarez is there at third. That'll do it for the bottom of the 7th. We move on to the top of the 8th. Still pitching for the Jays is Barrios. Pitch number 93 to JP Crawford will be a ground out to Vladimir Guerrero. Guerrero to Barrios. 1 gone in the inning. Let's see how long Barrios does stay in this game as he'll see Jesse Winker. This one kind of gets scary, but it's all right. It's going to be a fly out into left field. Gurriel is going to be under it, and I guess we're going to try to let Barrios go the full 8. Kyle Lewis up on the 0-2 count. Swing and a miss. Barrios still getting strikeouts here on what is 99th pitch. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Teoscar Hernandez up first on the 0-0. He might have got a hold of that one. Deep left field. That ball's carrying to the wall, to the track. It's out of here. Teoscar Hernandez is going to put one over the fence here in the bottom of the 8th. He'll extend the lead for the Jays now to 2. 361 off the bat for Hernandez. We now move on to the top of the 9th inning. Coming up for the save will be Adam Cimber. I'm letting Cimber pitch because Romano, again, had some trouble last night, and of course, he pitched a lot, so Cimber will get Mitch Haniger first in the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Down goes Mitch on the slider away. 1 gone now in the inning for Ty France. 0-2 count. Ball on the ground to the multi-time Golden Glove winner in Matt Chapman. 2 down now for Jared Kelenic, and on the 0-2, Kelenic gonna hit one shallow left field. Gurriel charging. Can he get to this one? The answer is no. And Jared Kelenic's going to be running. He's going to be running for a long time. Actually, he's going to hold at second because the tying run now heads into the box for Seattle. It will be Eugenio Suarez on the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Down he goes. Cimber's going to get him on a slider. And the Toronto Blue Jays are going to win game 2 at home. They are only 1 win away from advancing to the American League Championship Series as this series in the ALDS. We'll now move on over to the Pacific Northwest, obviously, to Seattle, Washington. Let's go close out this damn series. And this is the game where Robbie Ray does pitch for the Mariners. They did put him back on short rest for this game, trying to stay alive in this series. We're up 2-1 though. Kevin Gausman's on the hill for us. We're going to try to get things done. By the way, if you check out the other AL series in the ALDS, it's currently Chicago up 2-1 against the Astros. In the NLCS, we already got Brewers and Dodgers. But we start this game with a runner on second. JP Crawford, that was going to strike out thanks to that Kevin Gausman nasty pitch right there. Winker now comes up in the 0-1, blasts one to second base, but there is Santiago Espinal. 2 down the inning, runner on third. Can Kyle Lewis drive him in? The answer is hell no. Strike 3 on the splitter away by Gausman. He keeps the 1-run lead intact for Toronto. As we go to the top of the 7th, Ray still pitching for the Mariners. Oh my! Bo Bichette, perfect in the deep left field. You can kiss that one goodbye. Bichette goes yard, adding some insurance runs now for the Blue Jays. 425 feet off the bat for Bichette, putting us up now 3-1 as we go back on the bump with Gausman. He'll pitch to Jared Kelenic. Swing and miss on the circle change. Gausman still going strong after 7, even though he has given up 1 run, but still we go to the top of the 8th inning. 1 gone for Lourdes Gurriel Jr. And oh my goodness, it's a beat down here at T-Mobile Park. Way up and way out of here for Lourdes Gurriel Jr., making it now a 4-1 ball game. Gurriel goes 393 feet into deep left. And I think we're feeling pretty good about this one because we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Gausman's still dealing. JP Crawford's going to ground out to Matt Chapman, but it's not often you see Chapman make an error like that in the field. So now tying run heads to the plate for Seattle. It will be Jesse Winker, but Winker is going to get jammed on the slider in on the hands. Bichette is there, and Toronto's 3 outs away from heading on to the ALCS. First, though, we've got a runner on first for Teoscar Hernandez. Hernandez going to sweep one down the right field line. That ball is going to get down. Guerrero is going to move all the way to third. Hernandez to second, looking for a little bit of insurance before heading on to the bottom of the ninth. Can Lourdes Gurriel provide that? He went yard earlier, and this time he'll get one to bleed into right center. Guerrero will score easy. Hernandez will score easy, and Lourdes Gurriel Jr.'s on it with a 2-out double, making the lead now a 6-1 for the Blue Jays. And now Matt Chapman's up on the 0-0. Chapman, no doubt about it, in the left. It's a home run party here in Seattle, and the Blue Jays are the ones running it. 440 feet for Matt Chapman, his second home run of the postseason, and I think that's gonna do it, because we're up by 7. Trevor Richards in a pitch to tie France. We're 1 strike away. Can Trevor Richards send the Blue Jays to the ALCS? He will! That's your ball game here from Seattle. The Toronto Blue Jays sweep the Seattle Mariners. They win the first 2 in Toronto, and they win Game 3 here in T-Mobile Park in Seattle. And the Blue Jays have officially punched their ticket to the American League Championship Series, where they will see the winner of that Houston Astros and Chicago White Sox series. Currently, the White Sox are up 2-1, so we'll see who we will play in our next episode. But folks, thank y'all for watching episode number 9 of the Toronto Blue Jays March to October series here with the ALDS. We'll be back on Sunday with the ALCS. Again, Toronto are victorious here in Game 3 by a score of 8-1. Thank y'all for watching, folks. Make sure that like button down below if you are enjoying this March to October series, and also make sure that subscribe button down below for more, as we are officially on the road to 10K. Good luck for watching, and Mamba forever.